Happy New Year.
Happy New Year 2024. New
2020.
Year. Bullshit, more bullshit, and all the other bullshit and shit.
How come I
What
can't
you eat don't make me shit.
hey, how come I can't see you on my screen?
I can't see you either. I guess it's the recording feature, so
Maybe.
I can
Okay.
only see myself.
Anyways, candid conversations is too opinionated here. Right?
Yep,
And
no, I'm just
we are not here for your entertainment. We're just here to vent. Shoot the shit. And that's it. So, how'd you spend your New Year's?
um nothing special. I'm gonna leave it
Quiet.
at that. Yeah, very quiet. Music, all that type of good stuff. But thankfully, I was a DJ in my past life, and I still have all my equipment. And I rang in the new year pretty much doing what I like to do best. Aside from playing for other people, I was playing music. But fun times. Yourself?
Fair enough. I was here for most of the night, home chilling, and then I decided to go out just after 11. I made it out in time for the countdown,
Okay.
and I had a good time. I had a good time.
Where'd you go? You went to your regular barfly people? Those
I
people
went
that you
down to
know
the
I
went
love
down to the
ever so
old hood. I went
fondly.
down to the old hood.
I love those people ever so fondly.
I went down to the old hood
Mm.
just to check it out. But I'm glad I left. I'm glad I did go up. Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in the house, for the next little while. So, it was a good way to start the new year off. It's a good way to start the new
Okay.
year off. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Did you so you caught the physical countdown. You did the
oh yeah,
10,
yeah. I
9,
was
8.
Yep, I was there for all of that, in time for all of that. I'm not sure how accurate the countdown was, the timing of it and all, but hey, I mean, according to what was on the screen, hey, we did our thing.
Well,
So,
that's
and
always a
everybody
plus.
behaved. Everybody made it out uninjured, so it was good. Everybody made it home safe. A good night was had by all.
All right. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with us. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You got to count your lucky blessings when people
exactly,
actually follow the rules, right?
exactly. And my thing
I was
is, I
actually
just wanted
watching.
to go
I
ahead.
was watching something on Real Toronto last night. They were showing a minivan. I don't even know what part of the city it was. Dude was hopping over the center island and going going onto the sidewalk and shit. I was laughing. I'm like sitting there. It's not funny, but you're sitting there watching this and it's like Real Toronto and it's like showing minutes before the new year comes in and you have some idiot doing shit like this before the new year even comes in. Well, I guess he's bringing the new year out with a bang, right? Banging up
What's
his
real
car and banging
Toronto?
up himself. Pardon?
What's real Toronto?
It was actually someone was showing me this thing. It was off of it says Real Toronto, but it's I think you find it on
Is it like
geez,
on
I gotta
Instagram or
find
something?
yeah, Instagram or one of
Okay.
those type of thing, and someone records stuff that's going on in Toronto at the time.
I bet
And
you that was Brampton and not Toronto.
but
But
yeah,
anyway.
it was wow.
Anywho.
Uh, Shots are definitely fired. Are you saying that's the reason why their insurance is so high? Are we going there as
Probably.
well?
Yeah. We're going there. We're going there. There's something else going on in Brampton every weekend, right? And it always ends with somebody's vehicle on somebody's lawn or through somebody's garage or something while the garage door is closed. So yeah. And they have these captions, just another day in Brampton, just another Saturday in Brampton. So
Wow.
listen, I fear for my life every time I have to go to Brampton. Okay, every time I have to
Wow.
drive in Brampton,
You
I
don't
know
think
it's
that's
scary
a, you
for me.
don't think that you don't think that's a little bit excessive, buddy? You fear for
No,
your life?
it's a risk. What do you mean? The insurance companies are telling you that they have the highest rates in the country, right?
No, but
So
that's yeah,
that
but
tells you
their
there's a
rates
huge risk being in
their
Brampton.
rates are a big part of the reason why their rates are what they are is because of the claiming for injuries.
Well, that
That's the
too, yeah.
reason why. That's the big part of the reason,
Should should
right?
should we touch on that?
Well,
Should we
listen, I'm
touch
not
on
a
that?
statistic guy, but I'll just say this: There's a reason why the rates are so high, and this is factual. And the reason is because generally certain claims are a little bit more expensive when certain accidents happen in
Of
certain
course,
regions,
of course.
right?
Now, you're not a statistics guy. You're not an actuary, but you are an
No,
insurance guy. Now,
um,
what
yeah, I
percentage of
guess.
those claims would you say
I'm
are
not even gonna get it. I'm not even gonna have that conversation right now. I'm not even gonna touch that. Don't even
moving right
forget I'm
along?
in insurance. Forget I'm in insurance.
Moving
I'm
right
not even
along.
touching that shit. Yeah.
Mm,
Huh?
yeah.
Nope.
So for 2024, my focus is going to be definitely on protecting my energy and protecting
Hmm.
my peace. I let too many people disturb my peace in 2023. And that's on me. That's on me, right? Only I have control over that. So for 2024, my focus is going to be on elevation and protecting my energy, protecting my peace. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, well, you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you gotta be in charge of you anyways. And a lot of people say they're in charge of themselves, and you tell them two words, and they're on the razor, and they're not because you just told
Yeah.
them something that gets them all butthurt and shit. So
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
really not in control of their emotions.
And you
I
know how
think
sensitive people are nowadays too. So that's another thing.
it's you know what it comes down. It's a level of maturity, man. At the end of the day, you gotta have a level of maturity where things roll off your back. There's not too many people that can say shit that'll
Mm-hmm.
really hit me. I mean, I'm at the stage where even if my mom said I was ugly and she didn't love me, I'd probably be like, so? Because like I'm at that point in life where like other people's opinion, even if it's my parents, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
I know who I
exactly.
am as a person. I know what I've developed as a person. I know what my brand is. So I really don't give two shits what anybody thinks or says about me because they don't know me like that. And even if they do, they still don't know me because if they knew me, they wouldn't call me a piece of shit, right? So
This is
I
it.
look at it from all those angles. And yeah,
If
you
you
know
don't
what?
like me, it's because I don't want you to.
You always know my motto, man. If you don't like me, you can. I have two ass cheeks you can pick which side you want to kiss, right?
This
I have
bitch.
no qualms telling anybody that, right?
And F them if they can't take a joke.
And it's on my WhatsApp status. F them if they can't
F them
take a
if they
joke,
can't take a joke. Yep. Yep.
right? It is definitely
So,
on the WhatsApp status. Yeah.
anything exciting happened today? Anything noteworthy?
Aside from me sitting around with Tyson, not really. This
It's been
fool
a
just
quiet
sits
day.
here and friggin' aggravates the shit out of me every time. It drives me nuts. Wait, hold on. What is he chewing? Yo, give me that. Hold on a second. What are you doing, man? Dude, the frig, man. Yo, Tyson,
The joys
the frig
of
is wrong with you?
pet ownership.
Oh shit.
What is it?
This friggin' guy. So I have my sewing needle and
Mm-hmm.
the actual string for the sewing needle. It fell on the ground and he's chewing it. It's wrapped around his face, it's wrapped around his paw. It's like wrapped all over him now because he's been chewing it and playing with it. Yeah, the joys of dog
How
ownership.
long was this piece of thread? Or is it the
It's
spool? Is it
it's
the whole spool?
it's the whole spool. Yeah, he's chewing it.
Oh, okay. Shit. What did you feed him today? Or did you?
Uh, what kind of question are you asking me? That's better be a rhetorical question. Like it's one of those questions that earns you. If you were
I'm just
impressed, and that's how. Yeah,
why
of course I
is
feed my
Tyson
damn dog.
trying to eat a spool of thread?
You know why? Because he's chewing on it. It's not because he's hungry, right? Dogs do shit like that. They chew on shit, right? You have a pussy cat, so you wouldn't know the difference. They
Well,
just destroy your couch.
you should see what she does to a Q-tip. She'll F up a Q-tip, man. She throws that up in the air, tries to catch it, all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, cats are
She
yeah,
loves a
cats are
Q-tip.
known for weird shit like that.
Yeah, they
Almost
do
like
weird
some
shit.
people, weird shit coming from people as well.
She's very much like her mama, though.
You don't say.
She's very much like.
In all avenues, mentality, physicality, all of the above. You name it. She's just like her mama.
Well, see, because I'm very particular. I'm extremely particular, and I think you made me even more particular. You know,
What?
I
Me
wasn't this
make you
bad
more
before. Yes,
particular?
absolutely.
Particular in what way?
And just different stuff. Like, for instance, I'm way more of a germaphobe now than I ever was. Right? I don't want to. Oh, speaking of germaphobe, did I tell you about my mother
Whose
and
mother?
mine and her new
Oh,
she's implemented some new what's the word I'm looking for, procedures for avoiding germs. Okay, she
what is
now
she?
has a
Did she make a bubble for herself finally? Because that's the only thing left for
she has
her
a
to do.
bubble for her damn purse. Okay, she has a purse that she puts her purse inside of, so her purse doesn't have to touch any dirty surfaces. So all she has to do is wipe off the outside purse. I'm waiting for your comment.
So somebody just tried to call me while I was in this chat.
Well,
So
now I have your video back because I wasn't
make
seeing you
sure
before.
I'm gonna have to make sure that I.
Now you're muted. You have to
Hold
make
on.
sure what?
Can you hear me
Oh, that
now?
you're. Yeah, I can hear you. No, I can't hear you now. You're muted again.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Can you see me?
No, it just shows you a picture of your ass again. And I think that's from
No.
Barbados, like almost 14 years ago.
Maybe like 10. I think it was the last time I was there. But I'm getting your video now. I wasn't seeing that before. I was seeing your like login picture before. So now I'm seeing you on video.
This is weird because now my screen's blank.
Really?
It's not. Yeah, in the future, I'm definitely gonna make sure that I blank out anybody that calls, or make sure that
Mm-hmm.
I don't get any calls when I'm on this thing because it totally just threw all my shit off. Hello?
Hi.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally just threw everything off. What a piss off.
We can always edit this video, even though I don't know
Oh,
how to
for
edit
sure.
video.
It's okay. No need to edit it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna have to learn some shit.
You don't know enough shit? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I know a little bit of a lot.
What the hell is that? What's
I
that
know a lot
supposed
of
to?
a little. I know a little of a lot. All of nothing.
I was about to say all of nothing,
All
right?
of nothing.
It's like opening a book with blank pages and you're waiting to read some shit and there ain't nothing in there.
Okay,
Maybe
so
not that bad. I wouldn't take it to that level. I don't think you're that bad. You may have half the book written. There's still a whole bunch of shit you still need to keep writing.
you know, I know. Oh my gosh, if I actually had to write a book, you know how long that book would be?
Yeah, because you don't know how to condense shit. You want to tell
No,
every
I was
freaking
never. You know
detail.
what? I was never good at that. I'm not good at shorthand. I was never good at like writing short stories in school. My stories would be long as shit. It would I would intend for it to be short, and you know, for me, 10 pages was short. That's a short story. It's not like I wrote a whole novel that's like 100 and something pages.
Well, 10 pages could be short. Depends on how you type, right? If you got a big ass print like you're kind of stupid, like I guess they call it grade 8 print, then yeah, 10 pages ain't gonna last too. It's like you can get through that no problem, right? But if you're
Like,
using like, older, more mature writing where it's like almost Bible type writing where it's really small, then yeah, 10 pages is really 10 pages. That's a lot of writing,
I
right?
remember when I first started private investigation, and I would do my like shift summary and stuff. My project manager would be like, "It's supposed to be a summary, not a play by play."
Wow.
But I mean, I'm detail oriented.
Are
What do you
you?
want me to do? I'm very detail oriented. Maybe a little
Okay.
bit too much. Overly
Yeah, you try to
analytical, you know, too
you be remember
opinionated.
You be remembering shit you don't even need to remember sometimes. That's the problem.
Yeah, and the stuff that I need to remember, I don't. That's the problem. That's the real issue. That's the real issue. The
Oh
stuff
man.
that I need to remember, I don't. And maybe it's for good reason. Maybe, maybe the universe wants it that way. Maybe I think I need to remember it, but I really don't. Because if I really needed to
I think
remember it, I'd
I,
remember it.
I I I think Allison wants it that way. I think that's what it is. No more than anything else. I think Allison wants it that way.
Of course she does.
But yeah.
It makes life easier for her. What are you doing?
So yesterday
Mm-hmm.
I went and I picked up a brand new baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually illegal in most leagues because of it's not the affiliation. It's not associated with one of the major leagues, one of the
Okay.
major. Anyways, long story short, so I picked up a bat. We can only use it in our softball league, and I like it. It's an
So
older
we can
bat,
use
but
it in
it's
our league?
yeah, we can use any bat. Listen, you can use straight up aluminum in our league, and generally
Ooh.
most of the bats are composite, right?
That
Um,
reminds me. I have a female player for us. Part-time.
I already have another one, so we got too
Oh
much now.
God. There we go.
There's four of you guys already.
You always tell me to find players, and then I find
I need.
players.
I don't need more females. I need guys. I don't need females. There's you,
I mean,
Mina.
she's not going to be available all the time, anyways. But she used to play. She
You,
used to play softball in high school. She said softball was her shit.
you, Mina, Erica, and this new chick.
Who's the new chick? Oh God, you're bringing a
What
new chick. You know how I feel about these new chicks. Who's the new
has
chick?
nothing. It's one of Lee's friends, not my friend. It's one of Lee's friends.
What kind of friend?
I've met her before. She's okay. I played on a team with her in 2019, I believe. Yeah, I played on a team with her in 2019. She wasn't bad. She's
How
not the
old is she?
fastest runner in the world, but she can hit. She's in her 40s
Okay.
or early 40s, if that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in her 40s. She's not a young team. Definitely not no young team.
And then we have Justin wants to come play with us when he's available.
Yeah, Justin already has a spot, man.
Yeah.
And Q may be able to play with us if he's got availability,
Oh,
right?
that would be good. It'd be good to see him come back.
If he has availability is the key word because he's gallivanting and doing all kinds of shit now, so he doesn't have time for the old crew. I know, but listen, I never question his heart because this is a man that drove from Barrie and Windsor to make
Windsor.
one and to make a game that was like meaningless. Like it wasn't a playoff game. It was just a
Yeah,
regular season game that he didn't want to miss. So I
that's
know this
hurt, man.
guy. He's a
That's hurt.
diehard. So I would never ever question his heart as to why or when he wants to play. So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All
So
good. I'm looking forward
did
to
I
playing this
tell you?
season, but what's
Oh,
up?
with that being said, there's so
Oh, you're frozen. Oh God, is somebody trying to call you? Oh, 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 oh. Did someone try to call you?
yeah. Someone tried to call me again. Nobody called me, eh? And the
It's
minute
funny, and no one's
no,
calling me,
not
and my phone's
everybody's
always
calling.
ringing. I love it. I love it. If this time of the year is gonna go, I love it. Oh, do you see this? Do you see what this says?
No, I don't see you. I only see me. I see a picture of your ass
Oh,
still.
oh,
All
lovely,
you have is a picture of your butt cheek, right?
lovely, lovely. I wonder how I can get you. Tap your screen, see if you can get me back. I see you. You look handsome though. Oh, now I've lost you.
Oh, because I did that on purpose. Yours is not working. I
Mine
guess
is not working. Let's
I
see.
guess maybe because you're recording. I don't know. So
What
what did
about
you do?
now?
What did you do?
What do you mean? Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now. What did you do?
Okay, I turned off my video and turned it back on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Um, no, I was gonna say I was in this friggin' fantasy for football, and there was $800 up for grabs. I lost yesterday in the finals,
And I'm
Oh
sitting
shit.
there going, I hate this shit. Make you fight so hard to get to the finals, and then you lose. And I always remember this girl that I used to run track with, Raquel Shaw. She had a T-shirt that said second place is the first loser. Ironically, she always used to finish second, which kind of made it ironic that she would get a T-shirt saying second place is the first loser. But anyways, I'm gonna be the first loser this year with this shit. Yeah, second place is the first loser. So yeah, I'm gonna finish in second for my football. You know who screwed me? Tyreek
Mm,
Hill. Played like
okay.
trash. Didn't play as well as he should have. He's injured, granted, but my big thing with him is how he dissed Patrick Mahomes, and Tua isn't fantastic, right? He reverted right back to what he did day one when he says, "Oh, this Mahomes guy is a nobody." Then he
He's
was singing his,
trash.
then he was singing his praise. Then he went back to trashing him again after he left the team, saying, "Now I have a real." Tua is not a real quarterback. What has
Tell that
Tua
to
done?
Mikey.
Huh?
Tell that to Mikey.
What has Tua done in the league besides have a concussion season? Okay, I'll give him this. He has an 11-4 season this year, but most of those wins are against teams that are sub 500. AFC is shit. So he's played against most of the AFC
Yeah.
teams that are not doing that well. If he was playing in the
And
NFC, he would have got his ass handed to him a
oh
lot
yeah.
more.
NFC and NFC is tight this season. Tight,
Yes.
tight, tight. Right? They don't even have a standout like winner for the title. But we'll
Well,
see.
San Fran is the closest to it, but Purdy's been looking pretty suspect the last couple of games. So, but
Did
San
they win
Fran,
yesterday?
I believe they did win
Okay.
yesterday. Check real quick just to make sure. I don't like giving inaccurate information.
Right. Misinformation.
27-10.
Oh, okay. Who'd they play?
They played against they're supposed to win. They played the Commanders.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, yes, yes. Who screwed me yesterday? I'm
Eagles,
trying to remember.
Arizona.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You should
Shots
you
got
should
to not
call
feel like
Clinton
that.
and cross him out and say your team sucks ass.
Yes,
You
I was gonna wish him a happy new year, and it's his half birthday today.
say it's half birthday.
That's correct. His birthday's 6 months from today.
Oh, he's
July
born,
1st?
July 1st?
Yeah.
No, June will be 6 months.
My half birthday was December 27th. June is the 6th month of the year.
So February 1st, March 1st, April 1st. Okay, July 1st. Right, when you do it that way. Yeah, I see I smell what you're stepping in.
Mm-hmm.
I smell what you're stepping in. I could tell
Yep.
you got beat a lot as a kid.
Me? Never.
Yeah.
Never. I got my ears rung a lot though.
Yeah, people didn't like you. That's why.
No, it was just my mother. It's just my mother that didn't like me.
Well, it doesn't
Just
matter whether it was your mother or not. Somebody didn't like you. That's why you're
it was my
feeling
mouth.
very.
Listen, I still suffer from the same affliction to this day. Okay? It's my mouth. It's always been my mouth. It's always gonna be my mouth. It is
You,
what it is.
you know what I find the most, I won't say funny, but the weirdest thing ever is that both your parents think the moon of me, and you and them have like this weird ass relationship. Kind of creeps me the heck out. Kind of just a little bit creepy because I talked to your mom and I talked to your dad. I messaged them, and they were like, "Oh, cool," and you're like. Then I get this different experience when you talk about them, and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah. They like everybody else except for their own children.
it's weird."
That's the conclusion I've come to. My parents like everybody except for their own children. And they definitely don't like dealing with me and my sister at the same time. I don't think anybody can handle dealing with me and my sister at the same time.
Yeah, you guys both. You're like you guys are both a mixed bag of nuts, right?
Even when we were kids, Uncle Don banned us. Uncle Don told my mother at one point, he's like, listen, you gotta send one at a time. You can't send both. You gotta send one at a time.
Kadam. But watch that. Both of them are dropped out like like they weren't even here.
God
Wow.
rest their souls.
Yeah, man.
God rest their souls. And they were
I
my
mean,
godparents too.
I can remember the last time I saw them. Last time I saw them would have to have been when was the last time I came to one of your Christmas? It's been a long time since I've gone to.
It's been a long time. Probably that time that you drugged me with the neocitrin.
No, I've been there since 2014. As pick. Don't go that route. And I didn't drug you Neil Citron.
Yes, you did.
Stop
Yes, you
lying.
did. I was having a bath in Epsom salt, and you came in the bathroom with this mug, and you said, "Drink this. It's gonna make you feel better."
I don't even drink
And
Neil.
I trusted you. And I drank the neocitrin, and I went to sleep, and I woke up feeling woozy as shit, and you were not home, and I didn't know what the hell was going on with me. I went to the ER,
I
and the
remember.
people probably thought I was crazy. They
I
probably
thought
thought I was crazy.
I legit thought you were full of shit, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this person. I don't know why she's pretending like this shit's killing her.
It was bad. I don't do drugs, so that feeling,
How do you
was
know what
not
drugs?
for me. Never again.
If you
Never
don't know,
again.
like, how do you know what drugs feel like if you don't? If you say you felt like you were on drugs,
I don't know. That's the only thing that I can imagine would give me that kind of feeling, right?
euphoria.
I have no, that was not euphoria. There was nothing euphoric about that. What do you mean? What do you mean? I felt like I was gonna die and I had no control over it. I just wanted to get it the hell out of my system. Never
I get.
again. Never again. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the feeling. I just felt like I felt woozy. I felt like I couldn't keep my head up straight. Like, mm-mm,
Sounds like a normal day for you though.
whatever. Actually, have you ever been under anesthetic?
Heck yeah, you forget.
Did they give you anesthetic that time?
Mm.
Okay, yeah. So that's what it felt like when you wake up from the anesthetic. It felt similar to that.
Anesthetic feels like you took the hardest, not the best sleep. It felt like you took a very, when you sleep and you feel like you've just let everything go, like it's like you're a dead sleep. Like there's nothing. Anesthetic is like a next level feeling, man. And I remember feeling groggy after that shit wore off, feeling like what the frick just happened to me. Hey,
That's how I felt when I had the neocitrin.
you really have to trust your doctor, eh? When you're under that shit, because they could do whatever the hell they want to you while you're under anesthetic. You're like, you're out, out, out.
Yep. Yep. And that's why I won't let anybody hypnotize me. I thought about going under hypnosis to quit smoking, but I'm
Yeah.
afraid to be hypnotized because I don't trust nobody. I don't want you to have me on my foreleg, on my all fours, barking like a dog or worse. You know what I mean? Who knows?
The other things you could be doing on all fours that don't include you barking.
That's why I do not trust anybody to hypnotize me. Okay. Yeah. No, it's not happening. It is not happening. I would
Yeah,
have to have somebody come with me,
you
record
didn't
the
have
entire session.
to be on all fours. It could just be you on your knees.
Don't you remember that story about the fertility doctor that was impregnating the women with his own sperm?
Yeah, I remember. I heard about that. Yeah,
You cannot trust these people, man.
so I know.
Can you imagine? I don't know what I would do.
No,
What was the purpose for that though?
what? Him impregnating them with his own sperm?
Yeah.
Shithead.
What did he gain from that?
He's a freaking shithead. What the frig purpose do you think it was? He's an idiot. He thought very highly of himself, and he decided, "F this." I showed you a picture of a blonde hair, blue-eyed guy, but I'm gonna give you my Middle Eastern, whatever he was, and I'm gonna inject my shit into you so you can have my kid. I'm gonna plant my seed. I'm gonna have like 1,000 of them running around, and they'll all be potential to be doctors just like me.
I think we should look up this guy and see who he is. What's his name?
I'm not that ambitious.
Fair enough. I just want to make sure he's actually Middle Eastern.
I don't know if he's Middle Eastern or not. I made a inaccurate assessment, but I know he's not regular Anglo.
Misinformation.
Hold on, let me do this real quick. Fertility doctor using his own sperm.
And the survey says
Donald Klein is the guy's name.
Donald what?
Donald Klein.
Klein? How do you spell that?
Cline. Or Klein, sorry.
Klein. Okay.
Donald Klein.
Cline. Okay.
Inseminating
And
his own sperm into unwitting patients, fathering at least 94.
that's how many?
I told you, man was running,
94?
planting his seeds everywhere he can.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Literally.
listen, I didn't realize Netflix had a special on this dude, so check it out. There's a special
What's
on
it,
Netflix about it.
what's it called?
Behind the Netflix documentary, Our Father. So the
Is
name
that
of
what
the
it's called?
Our Father, yeah. So if you want to check it out, you're more than happy to within your rights to go and check it out.
Where was he practicing?
And you're asking a lot of damn questions.
Because I'm wondering, like, if this is the same doctor or if it's a different one. Because I'm pretty sure it's more than one guy doing this shit.
Minneapolis.
Okay, no, there was a Canadian one that was facing charges. Who's the Canadian guy that was doing it?
All right, let's do this. I'll check right now. Dun, 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 dun.
Canadian fertility doctor who was
I know.
inseminating women with his own sperm.
Statement of claim that Barwin used his own sperm when inseminating his patients. His medical license was revoked by the College of Physicians of Surgeons of Ontario, 2019, November 1st. A judge approved a $13 million settlement against Barwin. So he's a Canadian one.
How do you spell his name?
Barwin. So Barwin.
Oh, Barwin. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that don't sound melody strong.
Okay, shit, you gonna hang me on this?
No. Just gonna make sure, we clarify that so as not to offend anybody.
You know what? Yes, you're right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you a picture of this dude.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna show you a picture of this dude, and you're gonna see what I see, and you can tell me. You can be the friggin' guess of what his nationality is. See that shit?
Is he the one? Oh yeah.
He's not Anglo.
I mean,
okay?
it's not clear. It's not necessarily clear in your phone, but yeah,
I'm saying, I misspoke. With that being said, he's not of the Anglo-Saxon variety.
fair enough.
I
Not that
want,
it really matters. He's a dick at the end of the day.
you know what? I remember I was watching a video a while back. I don't know if it was on Netflix. Can't even remember quite the name of it. Where this blind man, that was like a military guy, and he friggin' somebody kills his daughter, and he finds the people that kills his daughter, and he tries to impregnate the women. Ties them up,
Why?
have them up like this on a like almost like the guy in a college's chair, legs all spread out, and
With the stirrups?
and he had like he masturbate, try to inseminate them with the turkey baster type stuff. It's a movie. I'm gonna find the movie. I'll tell you what the movie's name is. It was one weird freaking movie. People broke
Did you
into
watch the whole thing?
Yes, I did.
How did you even come across this movie?
So I watch a lot of movies that I find on Netflix. I'll be flipping through and I'm like, you know what? Let me stop and give this a shot. And I gave this one movie a shot and I was like, wow, some next level shit. You see it all. They couldn't just say it was a regular dude and it was a blind dude. So how the hell is he getting his hand to the pussy to begin with? So this guy must have some super sense where he can smell the pussy or something where he knows how to get to it. You have guys with sight that can't find pussy. Never mind a blind mother effer walking up to somebody with a turkey baster trying to push a turkey baster in them to get pregnant.
It's so stupid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
What
girl,
possesses people?
yeah,
But I don't understand. I don't understand the premise behind that. So he's vexed and he wants his revenge is to impregnate everybody?
to get to impregnate the girl that was part of the accident so that so that he can get back his daughter or granddaughter, whatever the circumstance was. Yeah, it was weird, right? That's what made
That
it
sounds
twisted. killed people that came into his house. Like he was prolific at like killing. So if you stepped on a crack in the house, say you're all the way upstairs, he can hear it. He had like this superhuman hearing. Freaking guy was like Wolverine without sight, right?
Okay. Well, that's usually the case, right? He's blind, so his sense of hearing is heightened,
Yeah, no,
right?
but this hearing was next level. There's a hearing, and then there's like this guy can hear better than Tyson. Half the time I'm like whispering to Tyson, this fool's looking at me like, oh, this guy can hear everything, man. This guy had some next level hearing. I don't know. Some of the movies I watch.
Yeah. I you know me. I like to watch things I've already seen. Very rare that I watch something new. If I do, it's a documentary. It's more for
Sorry,
research purposes, learning.
I just sneezed that one out.
It's okay. You're entitled. It's okay to sneeze now. COVID's over.
Is it? Was there ever a COVID?
Should
Or
we
just
dive
a,
into that?
or just a really strong flu? I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
You know how I feel about it. You know how I feel about it. It's just a strain of the flu, right? People die from the flu. The flu affects different people in different ways, right? It's just a strain of the flu. Because how is it that all these people had COVID and nobody had the flu for like 2-3 years? That doesn't make
No,
any sense.
what I liked about COVID is that you didn't have to worry about STDs or nothing. You didn't mask. That shit protected you from just put a mask on and you do whatever the hell you want to somebody else, and you don't have to worry about STDs, disease, cancer, none of that shit. When COVID, as long as you had that mask on, that shit was golden. How can you
That shit was golden.
love that point
And
in time where oh you had
oh,
to
and it's still protecting people. It's still protecting people. When I went to the Christmas concert with my mother, she's sitting there in church with the mask on, but then she has to remove the mask to drink her water. And I was gonna say to her, like, you know, you've just like all that protection that you had for the time that you got here, it's gone now. It's gone.
I went to go watch Major Hype last year, March or April.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing he
Live,
did, pardon? Live,
live.
live. It was somewhere close to where your dad lives. Down it's at Lawrence, maybe 3 blocks west of Victoria Park. So it's in that industrial area. There was a theater in that area, like a small little theater. No, actually it was a church. Correction. It was a church that he was actually using as
Wow.
yeah.
Major hype.
Anyways,
That's ironic. Okay.
so appropriate. I guess the church is really hurting for money. But anyways, long story short, first thing he does, he picks on everybody that's wearing a mask. He goes, hey, guys, all you guys in here with a mask and not wearing a full face shield, you're all a bunch of idiots. Because it can still go in your eyes, it can still go anywhere else, anywhere you have orifices. So everybody turn around and look at all the people in masks and laugh at them. That was his opening comments for when he started out his comedy routine. He was funny. I'm just saying it was so funny that he picked on them right away. And
Mm-hmm.
what I liked is that he actually touched on his own illness. So we all know that he almost died in hospital. So he gave
Right.
this elaborate joke about he went to work one day and he effed around with this Haitian guy. And the Haitian guy told him, I'm going to show you. And then he said, 8 months later, I was laying in the hospital bed fighting for my life. So clearly the Haitian guy showed me. And I'll never mess with him.
Oh, shit. That's
So it was
funny.
funny that he actually made fun of it. The fact that he was actually sick and was near death, he turned it into a joke.
What was it that he was sick with?
I don't know. He didn't say what he was sick with. He just said he
Oh,
was
he
in
never said? Because
hospital.
I remember when he was sick and he was in hospital, but I don't recall
Girlfriend
if
at the
they said at
time,
the time what it was.
like, he abuses her and beats the snot out of her and all kinds of stuff like
Who, the
that.
ex-girlfriend?
Was an act, was an act at the time. Wasn't it his current girlfriend at the time?
I think so. Is she still with him?
I don't think that. Well, if I was dying and if you were my woman and you started bashing me when I'm half dead, I can guarantee I might actually bash you when I do get home, just for being an asshole for bashing me when I was half dead.
God.
That's
Well, then,
that's messed up.
that is messed up. But I mean, you know, it's like when somebody dies, and as soon as they die, somebody comes out and starts talking shit about them. You know what I mean? They didn't have that shit to say when the person was alive, but as soon as they die, they have the whole world of shit to talk about them.
So all those people, pussies, because you don't have the balls to come out and say it while the person's alive. So you gotta wait till they can't defend themselves. And I hate
Mhm.
spineless little weasel people that have to wait till your back is turned or wait till you're incapacitated to be able to take shots at you. People like this definitely. There's a special place for people like that.
They're
And
cowards.
no, nothing nice.
They're cowards. They're cowards. That's what it is.
For like that. Yo, if I have something to say about you, I'll say it to your face. I'll record it for you if you want. You're an asshole. You're a this. You're a that. I don't give a shit.
Hmm.
Whatever I gotta say
Exactly.
my chest, right?
I'll repeat it, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a shit.
I'll tell it to your mama if I have to. Make her here.
Tell
Make
it
her
to your mama. So let's talk about this raggedy bitch. Who's the raggedy bitch of the week?
raggedy. You raggedy bitch. Well, raggedy
You
bitch.
raggedy bitch.
That friggin' woman down in Texas that left her kids for 2 friggin' months. No food, no nothing. The father of one of the child lived in LA, right? And she kept calling the father, and the father would Uber food to the child to eat. And at some point, people were like, they're seeing old girl on IG in Tennessee. Remember, she lives in Texas. She's
Hmm.
IGing, and he's calling the daughter, and he knows if she's in Memphis, there's no way she can be in Texas. So he put two and two together, got the local authorities to go in, and local authorities went in and saw that these poor kids were living below subpar conditions, no food. They had cereal. That nature was still kicking around in the house, and that was it. And they asked the child, why didn't she? The older child was 13, the younger one was 5, I believe. They asked the older one, why didn't you say anything? And they said, well, mommy said if I didn't do what she wanted, that she's gonna split us up. So she
Yeah.
was doing it to make sure that they didn't get children split.
And that's so sad. Did they find that chick?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if they found her, but yeah, she's out there.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think I read that family member spotted her, or heard that family member spotted her in Tennessee, somewhere in Tennessee.
Yeah,
And yeah, and they alerted the baby daddy. That's crazy. What a bitch.
she's a
And
rich.
this is the thing. This is exactly why I say not everybody deserves to have children. Not everybody has the parental instincts that are required to, properly raise children,
Mhm.
right? Like if your priority is to like what possesses you to leave your children unattended for 2 months? For 2 months, for 2 days. And this is where I say now, right? I don't promote violence, right? But there are certain instances where I could see.
Before you go any further, maybe you should rethink this comment that you're gonna make and think it through very carefully, as we are in an environment and very old climate with regards to violence and where it could go. So choose your words carefully, please, and thank you.
Okay, so I don't promote violence. However, right, there are instances where things might happen, and I can kind of see, yeah, that could happen. Hey, Bella, that could happen. Like the woman who was drunk driving with her kid in the car, and she blew 3 times over the limit. She's got her 8-year-old in the car, not even wearing a seatbelt, right? And the 3-year-old's at home unattended. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If I heard she got beat up, I would not be surprised. I would not bat an eye. There would be no sympathy. There'd be zero sympathy for her. Just like this chick, right? If baby daddy gets a hold of her and he has to shake the shit out of her a little bit, no sympathy. No sympathy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You deserve to get slapped. I don't give a shit. You deserve to get slapped.
It brings up a really big issue, and maybe not to this, but I've witnessed, I've seen, I've seen individuals all too comfortable leaving their younger children home alone, unattended, just to have a night with another. And father, as a single father that had hands in raising my daughter, where I had her on weekends, I would shudder at the fact that my ex is running off to be with a man and leaving my 4 or 5 year old at home unattended, or going for periods of time where this poor kid's by themselves. I'm like, at least leave them with a family member. I listen, I'm not justifying the bad behavior. When you're leaving like 5 year olds by themselves, that's it's disgusting. It's wrong. I don't care how you justify it. You've seen some even leaving 3 year olds by themselves. What
Yeah.
the year old do by themselves? Even if you leave someone older, it should only be for you to run to the store and back, because so many things can go sideways, and they need an adult supervision or an adult to be there. And you look at it, and there's a lot of women out there, and it's not she's the extreme case, but there's a lot of women that are out there now that feel, well, I had these kids when I was young and I didn't get to do what I want to do. That's your choice. You chose to spread your legs. You chose to have children with an individual that didn't want to be around,
Does that
right?
mean that the children should be left unattended just so you can have a life?
And that's the point I get at. There's a consequence for everything you do in life. If you run somebody over with your car, regardless of how sorry you are, you may face jail time. You could
Yeah.
you could plead to the Pope for all I care. You will still get some sort of jail time, or something may come your way. Doesn't matter how sorry you are. So you're always responsible for your actions. So now you have these children and you have multiples, and you don't want to take care of them all the time because they're driving you nuts, but they're your responsibility.
Yeah. Well, you had them. You had
You have
them. Don't leave them unattended. And that's the thing. If you don't want the damn child, give the child up. Don't leave the child unattended. Don't mistreat the child.
that. If you do not want children, wear a condom. Get something, get contraceptives. People are way too comfortable. Oh, well, we're just having casual sex. Do you wear protection? No. Are you protecting yourself? No. So what the friggin' thing's gonna happen?
And that brings me to another point. Way too many people are too comfortable having unprotected sex nowadays. I don't know if it's I think what happened, it started before COVID, so it can't even be that COVID made people forget that, made
Well,
people think that they're responsible.
for
But
people, these are people 35 and above.
what'd you say?
The largest percentage of people that are now getting STDs and other form of disease is 35 and above. And you know why? Actually, it's older, 40 and above. The reason why they said that is that age group is from the old school. I'm not saying that they didn't use protection or contraceptive, but they kind of feel at this stage in life it should be okay. You look okay, and everything should be okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump into the pool without seeing how deep it is.
Not only that, a lot of people who do use condoms, men, are mainly using them to avoid pregnancy, not to avoid disease. So when they're messing with a woman now that they feel okay, it's past the stage of having children or whatnot, they're not using protection, right? Because it's not the protection was never about protecting them from disease. It was about avoiding pregnancy for them. It was a contraceptive. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, contraceptives are not 100%, right? Things can still happen, but just be responsible. If you are going to make the choice to have these children, be responsible. Be responsible. They didn't ask to be here. At the end of the day, the children did not ask to be here. That's what I tell my parents all the time when they start to piss me off. I didn't ask to be here. So, but
I
it's been good talking to you.
I know. I was just actually looking at the clock and saying, you know what, time is definitely going. I gotta
Time
take
is
my
going.
I gotta take my little friend here for a walk in a few minutes.
Okay. Mine's looking down on me. She's on her cat tree over there.
Yeah, but you don't have to take care of her for a walk. Lucky you.
Mhm. Yes, lucky me. I chose that kind of lifestyle, right? Doesn't work for me. I mean, I don't mind walking. I could take mine for a walk. I don't have to. Aw. Is he sleeping?
Yeah,
Hi, Tyson.
I
Hi,
don't see
Tyson.
like I don't want to do some shit, man. I don't want to. I don't want to walk with him.
No, but it's nice that he'll like, he can sleep. You can walk by him and talk and stuff, and he'll stay sleeping. Like this one, the minute I move, she wakes up. Cats don't sleep heavily.
Yeah, no, all
So
right.
yeah. Well, this is a good talk. What are we signing off with today? What are we signing off with today?
What are we signing off with? So the major thing for today was always about change. Although we didn't really get to talk about change, the big takeaway at the end of the day is things are going to change on a daily basis. Whether you have a New Year's resolution or you're deciding to cut people off as part of your New Year's resolution, there's going to be
Cleaning
change.
house.
You're cleaning house, cleaning health,
Mhm.
wealth, whatever it is. Just make sure you make some changes within yourself to get yourself to that place that you need to be. Um, and we should always be cognizant of the fact that when we make changes, that other things around you will change as well, right?
Yes.
You can't
And
make
other
change.
people might not be able to adapt to the changes that you make, and you got to decide who can ride with you and who's not.
That's ultimately what it comes down to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say all
But
this to, you know what? We're in 2024. We don't know what it goes for us. However, we can at least, put things in motion for what we actually want out of our lives and move forward. All right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, all the best. All the best to everybody
Show.
until we reconvene. Pop, 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 pop.
You bust your shots back at me. I love it. It's always fun, and
Yeah.
I hope you have a great evening. And we'll definitely chop this up again later.
Chop it up. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.